Welcome back. Right, no longer self-employed. I'm subcontracting for the day. We're with Bright Spark Mitch. There he is. It's from Warsaw. He sounds a bit funny. Don't worry about that. We're fitting 3 EV chargers today. So we're over Nottingham Way. First one on the job. It's Harper Estate. Attached to this board. We're putting a little board here, coming down, EV charger on the inside, get it fully tested, and say, I'm going to be quick as hell with this, which is I'm not used to. I can sit, I can plod, I can do whatever I want, but I'm on the books today. So I might just set the camera up for now and we can watch it. But first of all, I'm going to show you a sick van. He's already a legend because he's got Velocity Pro Gear stuff. And where's the handle? Look at this little tiny handle. Look at this, guys. This is a proper van. This makes me feel a bit jealous. But yeah, we'll crack on. What's the brand of this?
WCD.
WCD is the board we're fitting.
White Click Electrical Distribution.
White Click Electrical Distribution, right. Got surface section built in. B40.
C40.
This is B.
Oh, is it B40?
Yeah.
Oh. No C40s.
Got 32mm stuffer in the top for the tails. 25mm in the bottom. It's 4mm EV Ultra from Doncaster Cable. It's an EVEC charger we're fitting. Grip that in a minute. So I'm just going to pre-wire tails in. I'm going to sit there, go straight up to the Henny block, come around, linean clips across and around. But I try and get as much footage as I can between each job, but sometimes it's a bit difficult. Customers right there. Got 5.5 bit.
Grey 10mm in that.
You want
16s. That's a 10, that's a 10.
So
Yeah, just use 10. But
that's so much easier to use then.
What?
How come we can get away with, for the camera's sake, how can we get away with 10mm tails?
Because we have load limit on the charger.
Yep.
So the charger's load limited to 32 amps.
Yep.
And 10mm more than adequate at taking 32 amps.
Fair play, that's so much
We've only
easier.
got a 40 amp
Breaker in there.
breaker in line, so it's not like we're supplying a board that's going to have additional stuff to it.
Yeah.
It'll only ever take a maximum of 32 amps. So it's useful in that sense.
See, I'd have put 25mm tails in.
Yeah.
Just top of my head, that's what I would have done.
That's what you naturally do when you put a board in.
Yeah.
But when you actually calc it to get an actual requirement like that, most people's go-to cable size for this would be a 6mm.
Yep.
But with what? We're 2.5 metres away. Do we really need to be 6mm?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
The reduction in this to 10mm tails from 25mm.
it's unreal.
Cost would be massive.
Yeah.
Over the course of a year.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I think CF charged me about 90p a metre, 10mm tails.
Yeah. I've never even seen 10mm tails.
Yeah. Like, it's hard. They're not the easiest of things to get hold of. But once you find somewhere that does,
Yeah. It depends what's coming off it.
Yeah.
It just feels weird connecting 10mm into a Henley block. It just feels alien to me.
Yeah.
But I say you've done the calculations and it works, then what's the issue?
It's not like that board can supply anything else.
Yep. Right, about 20 minutes later, customer's been in and out, hence why we're not really recording. Charger's already on, linean clips have been used, board's on, into the tails, a new Henley block to connect the earth through. I'm just putting the, what would you call, bracket for the cable on that side?
Yeah,
So
holster.
just holster for the EV, which I won't take outside because, anyway. But yeah, I'm just shocked. I can see how the money's in fitting EVs just after watching this. Obviously you're very efficient and quick at your job, so that does help. But yeah, 2 more to go. And then Mitch has just said the last one we're doing today is 2 roads away from my house. And we were literally saying last week, saying no one around my area wants EV chargers. So that was a lie. But we're going to try and get a bit more in depth of the next install and sort of run through it a little bit more. We're going to do a bit of testing now, which is going to show me through the testing with the Mega. He's also got an X1. And yeah, hold tight. We'll show you more in a little bit. Right, next job now. Sorry we couldn't barely film anything. The customer was just stood talking to us, which is absolutely fine, but it's not one of my customers, so I need to be careful as in what I say and show off. Next one, we've had an issue because the charger hasn't turned up yet there, so we're waiting on confirmation of that. So we've come to the third job of the day, which is 2 roads away from my house. Another interesting one, so you got your board up here, got a cavity coming down here with the gas meter. The charger's going here with a 20-meter lead. That's what the customer's asked for, to go down to the car down there. So we're going to clip the new little board in here, space it off, then bring it across, try and steer away from the gas pipe as best as possible. It's still going to be 300 away from the gas pipe meter itself, the little board. Bring it down the cavity, rod down, angle drill, charger on there. But the customer's not in at the moment. The charger itself is inside. So we thought, instead of sat waiting, we rang the customer 5 times. They're not answering. So we're going to just crack on with it, get everything in place, and hopefully by the time we're ready for the charger, the customer can turn up and pass it to us. So wish us luck. Cables are going to be fed through up into the cavity in the board there. So might as well piece it all together, make it up down here. Mitch's going to rod through, drill, and all that jazz. So another one to crack on with. Going in, BEA, beautiful. Right, let me just untwist the set before we start knocking customer stuff off. Run down the wall. There we go, mate. Yep. What are we gonna do? Up and over? Should we clip it to the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Balancing. What we're gonna do is just we're gonna go up and over and behind the board, bring it down. You've got special things to cut these, haven't you? Special EV cable.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an ergo strip you were using earlier.
No, I've got another one.
Yeah, pinch that one.
I've got a CK one of that.
Yes, yeah, I've got a Doncaster cable version,
Yeah.
My finger is giving me some jip. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks a bit sore to be fair.
Adam's mama likes it. So anyone that's watching, if you haven't watched all 1,000 videos of Artisan videos, this is Ultra EV cable. So we have the data, I had to figure out which one it was then. There's a data cable in it for our CT clamp for load management on certain properties. Sounds like an old monobat, doesn't it? Woo! Guess what? Absolute donut face. Didn't strip the cable further enough.
Here you have. Goes in the bottom.
Oh yeah. We'll leave that in. That's real life stuff there, guys. Yeah. Brain fart. I'm so used to putting them in the top being an MCB or whatever.
Yeah,
So do you normally fit these all by yourself then?
yeah.
So first one, was it helpful me being there?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's alright then.
Yeah, definitely.
I've earned me 400 quid for the day. That's what we said, yeah? Sweet.
How much?
It was 400.
No, 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's Artisan prices. Alrighty then.
Not that high.
No, sorry. You know what threw me saying it going in the bottom is this the bar going across to link through to the surge.
Yeah.
It's a neat unit, and I know what you mean. Like, if I was going to fit this, I would have gone down the fuse box route, the fuse box EV charger board. But
Yeah.
like you said when you were on about it, the size difference between that and this is a built-in surge, 2-pole, Type A, everything you physically need.
Everything all in one.
And like you say, if you fit in 10mm tails or even 16mm, they fit perfectly all within this one enclosure.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd still get 16s in there.
yeah. And now you strip in this outer sheath on this then, what do you use? Just normal croppers and then we then...
Normal croppers, pull the wire core back, twist it up a little bit and then just tape the bottom of it.
Okay. I'm going to have to
I just
practice
strip
that.
it. There's like a metal core inside it.
Oh, so I'm not going to go...
That's it.
Oh, okay, sound. I need a bit of practice
Then
with
I'll
this.
just slide that back.
Sorry? Yeah, strip that off.
Strip that off, nip the base off it and then just put a bit of tape around the bottom of it just to hold up in there.
So Mitch just showed me a cool little hack on the last job, which I'd love to have shown, but hovering eyes and ears and all that. So he was saying that you used to do fire alarm panels back in the day. I hope you guys can see this, but to twist it over to get the right connection. So if we turn around and we strip it halfway and we pull it back, is use this outer core to twist the cable as it comes off. You're only doubling it over to put it in the way you go anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
So if we strip that a little bit more, but as you twist the insulation, we can cut this, already perfectly twisted, double that over for the way you go, jobs are good, and I hope you can see that. I'll try and zoom in on the camera if it's ass. So when you're doing an install, obviously depending on the installation, you need to make sure that you've got your gas and water bonded beforehand. So all the pictures that are sent to Mitch through the company he works for that showed it all in place, which it did, but this isn't connected whatsoever. So we're going to make sure that we get that on, but we're actually going to use this as a draw wire up to the board and pull a new 10mm through, and also then put another clamp on it as well to make sure that's installed. So you got all the gear here anyway. Sound. Yeah, take that all together with all the board that we put here, drag it through together, and then he can start making that off there, and I can start connecting it in on here. Right, hope guys you can see that is on now. Oh, I've just stripped that one. I wanted to do it the other way. I'm just so caught up in my own ways. Right, there we go. Twist that as you pull it off. Careful. Customer's just come back for the job, and he hasn't got his house keys on him, so he's got to get back out because the EV charger's inside. Mitch has given me a little tip with this, is I've already folded those ones over, but twist them together and put them in the same side of a Wago, because the Wago gives you some form of resistance that you don't want on the CT. So to minimise that as best as possible, we're going to twist the two lives together like so, same size as the Wago. Just reverse that, and that board's not far. I've got to tighten that up. I've still got to test it. It's just going to go and get an earth clamp so we can actually bond the gas, which is why anyone cut it off in the first place is beyond us. But yeah, as best we can. It's watertight. Little disruption up in the board. We're not putting another fuse board. Hello, UK. Here you go. Thank you very much. Yes, check a trade. Ugh. Straight in the bin. Right, we've got our charger. All locations, that's our template. This is untethered version, like we said, because the customer's got a 20 metre lead, because it's a bit of a funny run.
Not right, just put it in a store for you.
What we just done? Do you want to clip it, or is it just hang off? You just leave it like that?
I'll just leave it on. I'll just light on its back.
Okay. Right, with the third board now, EV charger. This is the one where the charger's actually not turned up. So potentially I'm coming back here tomorrow just to put it on. Now I'm fully competent in doing it. Cable's going down, charger is going up, and over there by the door, low level linean clips. So this part of the video, I'll run you through the linean clips, how that works, and why it's a benefit sort of thing. Linean clips, which are these metal ones. So you drill a 10mm hole, pinch it around the cable, and you hammer it in. And I've just managed to hit my penis finger, and it really hurts. So that's really cool. I'm going to be drilling down second course up from damp proof here, centre of every brick, to create no sag or deliciousness. So I'm going to get that out and start drilling. Right, we're here. Let me pull you in a bit closer. Come closer. Abdul, come closer. 10mm hole, linean clip. They have the spikes on, create an anchor point. It's a simple link around a cable, pinch it together. Not taking all the skin off the end of your fingers. Rubber mallet, just protect the face of the clip. Hammer it home. Rubber mallet, give it a few whacks. Keep tension on the cable. And that's in. Great anchor point, great fixing. Fire rated if you really care about talking about it being outside. But yeah, it's a great little tip and trick. So let me get these pulled in. We can't liven anything up or test it because it's not here. Right, it is 3:10. We just had a Greg's. We got as much done as we could do on the other job. Just said I could get used to being driven around. I'm going to be popping back tomorrow morning to do the charger. Whether or not I record that is a different story. But we're back doing a 3-phase board. Sorry, camera's in the way you're driving. I'm going to be doing a 3-phase board with Mitch next week. Hopefully we can get some footage. And yeah, I'll as and when I start getting my own chargers to do, and actually push it, I can film a full thing on it. But it's possible to do 3 in a day. There's definitely room for a 4th one, like we said. Sorry, there we go, mate. Get in there as well. And yeah, because we bumped into Jordan. So when Jordan came over to my unit, you popped round because you got a tool bag for your lad, and
Jordan was baffled at the fact that we could do 4 a day.
yeah, baffled. And it was, I get it. It's when people say they can do 5 EICRs in a day, and some people turn their nose up at it. But if you're quick and efficient at doing it, and you've got everything already prepped, and your tools ready, and you've got all the materials all done, it is doable. But I get it, if you've got a stinker and the fuse board's in the middle of the house and there's no room and whatnot, I get it, it's more work, but it is possible to do it. And you're not the only person doing this. There's loads of people fitting loads of EVs in a day.
There's probably people out there that are doing more than 4 in a day.
Yeah.
Depends on how well it's done.
Yeah, and the neatness, the safety. I say safety. Who are we to judge? You know what I mean? The first board we went to, the very small morning, they obviously had a new. What board was it? Was it a contactum board?
Yeah, contact them.
And you can literally put your finger up the mains tails anywhere.
Tested a year ago.
Nice and safe. But yeah, thank you very much. You'll see a bit more of Mitch in the background, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye. You got to say love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Okay.